Hey guys, this is Rafi Ozick and welcome to your first HTML5 tutorial for beginners. In this tutorial, I want to go over what HTML is, what HTML5 is, and hopefully get you started on building your very first website. The first thing that you need to know about HTML is that it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And what that means is hypertext, as far as we're concerned, just means text on the internet, and a markup language comes back from when you used to give report into your teacher and your teacher would give it back and it was all marked up in red. So those were a set of instructions to you on changes that you had to make to your paper. So what a markup language is a set of instructions that we're going to give to the browser, meaning Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, what have you, telling it how to display the data or really the text that we're going to have inside of that file. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it's a set of instructions that's going to tell our browser how to display the data we have inside of it. And the way it does that is using something called tags. Now if you look in here, you'll see that we have, this HTML, head, title, and you have these lesser than and greater than signs, and we're going to call these angled brackets. So inside of these angled brackets is a tag, and when we have the /, that means it's an ending tag, and when we don't have that /, it's an opening tag. So everything in between each tag, the opening part and the closing tag and the closing part, is telling the browser to display that data as what the tag is. So in this case, let's say we see HTML, a tag, and a closing HTML. Everything inside the opening HTML and closing HTML, the browser knows is HTML. Everything inside of opening head and closing head with that /, the browser knows is inside the head part of the file. And we have, of course, the body, which is going to be the main part of our website. We have the opening part of the body and then the closing part of the body. That's going to be where all of our the main content of our website that's actually going to be displayed is going to be inside of our website. So you see that HTML is something that helps give a set of instructions to the browser using these tags, which is why it's also sometimes called a tag language, that's going to tell the browser how to show our data. So that's your brief introduction to HTML, and in the next tutorial we're going to get into a little bit more specifics about tags and specifically how to display data.